所以宿舍的问题，宿舍我觉得挺好的，就是楼下嘛那间练歌房嘛，晚上就是到了11、2点、1点的时候还在唱歌，很吵，然后整宿舍的人都睡不着觉。
China's emergence in Malawi has been of interest to many since the establishment of bilateral relations in December 2007. Its emergence in Malawi is seen as a combination of optimism, concern, and puzzlement. There is intense debate generated by this emergence, which centers on two core issues. What motivated the engagement, and what are its implications for Malawi's development? But since Malawi severed diplomatic ties with Taiwan and opted for People's Republic of China, the country has registered some development. Through loans and grants, China has constructed, among others, the 40,000-seater Bingu National Stadium, Parliament Building, the 5-star Bingu International Conference Center, and the Presidential Villas, or in Lilongwe, the Malawi University of Science and Technology in Cholo, and the Karonga Chitipa Road. Chinese ambassador to Malawi, Xingting Wang, says there could never be another reaffirmation of China's commitment to develop Malawi than these massive projects.
There are so many visible projects around this country. If you go to Lilongwe, you saw those landmark buildings. If you go to the south, you'll see the mosque and the Cholo Secondary School. If you go to the north, you will see the Bingu Highway that connected Chilunga and Tibeta Road. If you go to Salima, you will see the China-Malawi Agriculture Demonstration Center. So it's everywhere. Those are the visible projects. Besides of that, we provided each year 100 scholarships to Malawi, plus we provide 600 short-term training opportunities to Malawi as well. There are so many things going on between us.
There is another little-known development in Cholo that the Chinese funded, Matapwata Secondary School. It is a purpose-built school, and according to its head teacher, Archangel Mastala, it has boosted the number of children who access good secondary education in Goliath in the district.
The enrollment about 318 students, which is about 161 boys and the rest are girls. It has given a chance to at least every year 100 more students from this area to access secondary school education.
The establishment of diplomatic ties with China has also increased Chinese African economic activity. A wide range of actors have come to Malawi, like multinational companies, small and medium-sized businesses, and traders. In this account, one of the shop managers in Limbi, Kuma Chiwamba, says the coming of the Chinese in Limbi has enhanced skills transfer and cultural integration.
I've learned more from them, like maybe in such business, learning a business, it's better because I know I've got some experience in business. I can speak maybe in English, in Chinese, and I interpret also to them maybe in Chichewa, sometimes English, but we can do it maybe like ni hao, which means they are greeting you in Chinese, or maybe to buy a bread, they can tell you to go and buy mimbao. Mimbao meaning bread. So in such a way, we can talk, maybe communicate easier for them.
Back home, China is a predominantly producing and exporting country. One of these Chinese multinationals is Yupa, which is the biggest companies in China, boasting of a factory city which is 1.8 square kilometers. It employs 17,000 people and produces irons, hot plates, coffee makers, and many electrical appliances that end up in Malawi.
动作快点，地板叫人扫一下，不然地板脏兮兮的都不会扫。先叫上来，先。后面的快点！
It is the consumption of these Chinese products that the executive director for the Malawi Economic Justice Network, Mejin Daliso Kubalasa, fears will completely kill our economy.
I know there's no free lunch. Our colleagues from China, I'm sure they do their homework, and they, it's very clear what they set to benefit from any country, anywhere they go. In Africa, they know what they want. In Africa, there's a huge market for their products. There's a huge potential for their economy to grow.
Responding to Kubalasa, Wang says their motivation to establishing ties with Malawi was not to increase Malawi's debt to China, but help it achieve economic and infrastructural development.
The donation we have, this one is a donation, the parliament is a donation, and some other schools are the donation, and the Karonga Chipita Road is a donation. It's not the concessional loans, it's a totally donation, it's a grant. That is one of the way China's assistance to Malawi.
Economic experts say Chinese investment in Malawi is not a threat to the nation, but rather the government should use the grants and loans to invest in productive sectors of the economy. Henry Kachaje is the president of the Economics Association of Malawi, ECAMA.
Any relationship depends on how it has been structured. Ideally, Malawi should benefit from such a relationship, especially on technology transfer as well as capital inflows into the country. But I think what remains for us as a country is to prioritize what sort of projects do we want the Chinese as our partners to support us on. So it doesn't matter if the Chinese gave you $20 million US, you have a choice. Do you invest the 20 million in probably a stadium, or do you invest that money in water infrastructure? So it all depends on the choice of where we are investing, and it's going to have an impact on us.
Moving forward, Ambassador Wang says China is willing to invest in areas like physical infrastructure, industry and agriculture to help grow Malawi's economy.
Priority projects will be the projects will assist your country to address your power problem. And they also will have some other projects like the build up the new fiber backbone networks for you, which will make the local people to access the internet more easily.
There will always be two sides to a coin, but Malawi must strive more to leverage Chinese engagement for maximum benefit. The stream of aid and investment gives Malawi a unique opportunity to translate these external supports into overall gains. For Times, this is Whiton Kapasule.